Hi folks, this is all the fruit, and here I have the common cotton, Gossypium herbaceum. Well, literally the herbaceous cotton. Fortunately I'm late in the year, or maybe not late in the year because there are still some buds, but right now it's not flowering. Right now they are buds and they are fruit, but no nice flowers. There are some flowers on close relatives from the same family, Malvaceae here. Here a flower on Hibiscus cannabinus. The cotton flowers are quite similar. Well, this is the cotton where the cotton balls and the cotton t-shirts come from. But do you know that it also has edible fruit? Well, actually the cotton also comes from the fruit. Here are the cotton balls. Yeah, basically this thing produces cotton balls, and then to use them as cotton balls usually you remove the seeds. Then to use them as t-shirts you need to spin the fibers and then weave them into t-shirts. Well, the cotton, an incredibly interesting plant and so useful that it has been domesticated at least 4 times independently. 4 different species of the about 50 species of cotton have been domesticated. 1 in Asia, 1 in Africa, and 2 in America. So basically in all warm places in the world, people found this plant so useful that they domesticated it. And now I think it's #1 of all fiber plants worldwide. Yeah, #1 by a wide margin if I'm not mistaken. I didn't check it. And it's a very problematic plant. It uses so much water that basically because of cotton production, the 4th largest lake in the world, the Aral Lake or Aral Sea, has all but disappeared. It also uses so many fertilizers and pesticides, produces so many greenhouse gases that, yeah, I try to wear cotton clothes a lot, but there is always a little bit of guilt when I do this because, yeah, cotton is a problematic thing. Nowadays there are big areas of cultivation in America, Africa, Asia, Australia. In Europe, I guess Europe has become too rich for cotton cultivation. The only country where it's of significant importance is Greece. And yeah, let me see, I think Spain has a little bit of cotton cultivation. Bulgaria had a lot of cotton when I was a kid, but by now I guess the industry is dead. Well, what can you do with cotton? Of course, it's grown mostly for the fibers. That's the main crop, the nice white fibers. You don't even need to color them to get nice white t-shirts. The rest of the plant, well, it's usually being either plowed under or it's being used as a fuel in fuel deficient areas. And yeah, also the cotton is basically one of the main factors that triggered industrialization. There was a big problem with the separation of cotton seeds from the fibers, and finally a machine was developed that did this. There is also a big problem with harvesting the stuff. You can imagine when you harvest the stuff with the machine, a lot of the a lot of the cotton plants which are perennial are being grown as annuals. Some machines cannot even process the plants while they are still leaves, so you either have to wait for the first frost or kill all your cotton fields with pesticides. Also the machines of course harvest inferior fibers which are too young or too old. So it's not very perfect, yet the best cotton still comes from hand-picked stuff, like in Uncle Tom's time. Well, but I probably wouldn't make a video about the cotton if there wasn't anything edible there. So let's take a part of this cotton ball and see what's inside. The cotton fibers grow out of some seeds which are hidden. Between those cotton fibers here is a seed with most of the fibers removed. Now I chew through the seed and you can see that this one is basically hollow. However, Normally those cotton seeds, they are stuffed with protein, but they also have a poison, Gossypium or something like that. Well, the funny thing is, already 20 years ago I bought bread in America, in the United States, which had cotton seed flour inside. And I guess back then it was in order to prevent mold, because as far as I know those were still the toxic varieties. You can make cottonseed oil. This is supposedly not toxic, but the seeds were always toxic, and so yeah, it was worth harvesting, growing this stuff just for the fibers, and then you could get a little bit of oil out of the seeds, and you could also feed the residue to animals. So yeah, you got a little bit of a side, a little profit on the side, except from the fibers. But nowadays they have actually developed varieties which you can still grow for fibers, but you can also eat the seeds. So I guess that soon we'll have some really cottonseed rich protein bread or protein cake or protein whatever, and this stuff will become really usable for human consumption, which I guess it's a good thing, because using all this water and pesticides and all the other stuff and then getting just the fibers and some cow feed out of it sounds like a bit of waste. I don't know, I mean, yeah, okay, cotton growing will become even more profitable, even more areas will grow it, so maybe it is a problem. But quite interesting that because mankind is growing so much cotton, scientists actually unlocked the ability to consume this stuff by breeding toxic-free, protein-rich cotton seeds. It's kind of printing your own money, which was, by the way, printed on cotton in some countries at some periods. But yeah, having a plant produce useful fibers and edible protein-rich seeds, it is almost like printing your own money. Still hard work, but double profit from now on. So folks, this was the cotton. Sorry that I couldn't find the seed which actually had all this protein-rich seedling inside. Maybe someday when I'm in an area where they have big cotton fields, I'll try again. Anyway, stay tuned for a lot more fruit videos from the beautiful botanic garden of Heidelberg, where I'm making this video. Don't forget to like, share, comment and subscribe.